So often in the entertainment industry, in Hollywood, we see people that after failure, they still get opportunities, they still get jobs. Even when audiences have shown, hey, we're rejecting that thing or that person or that character or whatever, it just seems like they continue to go on and on and on. And the same thing can be said for something like the Marvels. Despite the audience, despite fans clearly indicating that they want nothing to do with these characters, that they have rejected it wholeheartedly, the worst box office numbers we've ever seen in the history of the MCU, it appears like Marvel's still open to the idea of a season 2 for Miss Marvel. Now, I'm going to make it clear, I like Iman Vellani. I even like her sometimes when she's on the screen, but I do not like her character, and apparently no one does. Not only is the movie that she's involved in the worst thing we've seen in the history of the MCU, but her standalone show, season 1, was the lowest viewed thing they've ever had on Disney+. It was a total ratings disaster. Yet now, it sounds like people are hinting at a season 2. Not just for that, but even for a couple other shows. Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, and She-Hulk rumored to get season 2s. Oh man, it's claimed that Marvel Studios is moving forward with season 2 for Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and Moon Knight. The rumor comes via Daniel RPK, who also says Miss Marvel Season 2 and Moon Knight will be more than 6 episodes. Now, I will also say this. Daniel RPK, who's very hit or miss, I've talked about that before, but he did come out and clarify. He didn't say that it's like in development, but he did say that they're discussing it and they're talking about it, which who knows what that means. But the very fact that you would even consider it, that there would be any discussions possible, is a joke. Now, personally, I don't think anything has been greenlit. I don't think anything is actually in development, because it was just a few days ago that we heard Iman Vellani speak about how much she wanted a season 2 and was hopeful that there could be some good positive feedback, that fans could express how much they wanted a season 2, and that maybe that would let Kevin Feige greenlit a Miss Marvel season 2. I don't necessarily know if she would be talking the way that she did if it was already in development, like if it was already actually being worked on and a done deal. But nevertheless, the fact that you have a movie that has set every worst record possible and a show that is the lowest rated they've ever seen, it's clear that fans, that audience members are not asking for Kamala Khan as Miss Marvel. They're just not. Nobody wants it. It's the reason the character failed in the comic books over and over and over again. People are not invested and they are not interested in this character. Even for the people that say Iman Vellani was the bright point for them for this movie, it clearly was not enough to make it anywhere close to a success. And in fact, it's the biggest failure they've ever seen. Normally, what you would do in, I don't know, pretty much every other industry is take a look at what's going on and be like, all right, we're never doing that again. We're done with that shit. We're not going to have that as our future plans, because clearly it has not worked, both as the show and as part of this movie. Yet, reportedly, somehow, Marvel's still in discussions for a possible season 2 for the Marvels, as well as something like She-Hulk, which nobody fucking wants that. But listen, it just continues to get worse for Marvel. So would it surprise me if at the end of the day they did something like that? I can't say I'd be surprised by Marvel making more terrible decisions.